You cannot swim for new horizons until you have courage to lose sight of the shore. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. The past is never dead. It's not even past. Always dream and shoot higher than you know you can do. Do not bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. Given the choice between the experience of pain and nothing, I would choose pain. I was wrong. I admit it. I believed that there were things which still mattered, just because they had mattered once. But I was wrong. Nothing matters but breath, breathing, to know and to be alive. Perhaps they were right putting love into books. Perhaps it could not live anywhere else. How often have I lain beneath rain on a strange roof, thinking of home? The next time you try to seduce anyone, don't do it with talk. With words. Women know more about words than men ever will. And they know how little they can ever possibly mean. Don't be a writer. Be writing. Memory believes before knowing remembers. Believes longer than recollects, longer than knowing even wonders. Clocks slay time, time is dead, as long as it is being clicked off by little wheels. Only when the clock stops, does time come to life. You don't love because. You love despite. Not for the virtues, but despite the faults. If a story is in you, it has to come out. Dreams have only one owner at a time. That's why dreamers are lonely. Pouring out liquor is like burning books. You can't beat women anyhow. And that if you are wise or dislike trouble and uproar, you don't even try to. It's a shame that the only thing a man can do for 8 hours a day is work. A man is the sum of his misfortunes. One day you'd think misfortune would get tired, but then time is your misfortune. Unless you're ashamed of yourself now and then, you're not honest. It's not when you realize that nothing can help you. Religion, pride, anything. It's when you realize that you don't need any aid. The only thing worth writing about is the human heart in conflict with itself. It takes 2 people to make you, and 1 people to die. That's how the world is going to end. Most men are a little better than their circumstances. Give them a chance to be. The aim of every artist is to arrest motion, which is life, by artificial means, and hold it fixed, so that 100 years later, when a stranger looks at it, it moves again, since it is life. The writer must teach himself that the basis of all things is to be afraid. A writer needs three things: experience, observation, and imagination. Any two of which, at times, any one of which, can supply the lack of the others. War and drink are the two things man is never too poor to buy. If happy I can be, I will. If suffer I must, I can. Some things you must always be unable to bear. Some things you must never stop refusing to bear. Injustice and outrage and dishonor and shame. No matter how young you are, or how old you have got. Not for kudos, and not for cash. Your picture in the paper, nor money in the bank either. Just refuse to bear them. The best fiction is far more true than any journalism. It is the writer's privilege to help man endure by lifting his heart. Get it down. Take chances. It may be bad, but it's the only way you can do anything good. People to whom sin is just a matter of words, to them salvation is just words too. I never know what I think about something until I read what I've written on it. A gentleman accepts the responsibility of his actions and bears the burden of their consequences. All of us have failed to match our dream of perfection. I rate us on the basis of our splendid failure to do the impossible. If I could write all my work again, I'm convinced I could do it better. This is the healthiest condition for an artist. That's why he keeps working, trying again. He believes each time that this time he will do it, bring it off. Of course, he won't. I'd have wasted a lot of time and trouble before I learned that the best way to take all people, black or white, is to take them for what they think they are, then leave them alone. The problems of the human heart in conflict with itself, which alone can make good writing, because only that is worth writing about, worth the agony and the sweat. The reason you will not say it is, when you say it, even to yourself, you will know it is true. Because no battle is ever won, he said. They are not even fought. The field only reveals to man his own folly and despair, and victory is an illusion of philosophers and fools. The artist doesn't have time to listen to the critics. The ones who want to be writers read the reviews, the ones who want to write don't have the time to read reviews. We have to start teaching ourselves not to be afraid. Love doesn't die. The men and women do. And even a liar can be scared into telling the truth, same as honest man can be tortured into telling a lie. I know now that what makes a fool is an inability to take even his own good advice. I say money has no value. It's just the way you spend it. This does not matter. This is not anything yet. It all depends on what you do with it afterward. The saddest thing about love is that not only the love cannot last forever, but even the heartbreak is soon forgotten.